All right, a lot of people obviously are thinking about buying a home right about now. You'll most likely need a mortgage. If you don't, good for you. There's some unexpected information, though, that needs to be shared with your lender. Patrick Dennis with Bank of Little Rock Mortgage is here to explain. Good to see you again. Appreciate you coming on as always.
Very good to see you. Thanks for
because
having
it is the biggest decision you're ever going to make.
Really is.
Financially.
Yes.
Anyway, and what are some things that you need to think about right now?
Well, if you're, one of the things is that they like to see is consistency in your job. So if you have any job changes, we need to know about that in advance. We don't want that to come up later in the mix and closer to closing that you're changing your gig. Also, what kind of employment is it? Is it salaried employment and hourly employment?
Based on bonuses, things like
Yes.
that. Those are hard to prove.
And are you switching to a commission income that can cause a hiccup? Not necessarily, but possibilities are there.
And even if I only worked at a job for a month, I still need to let you know about that.
Absolutely. We need your continuous job history at least 2 years back so we can track all that income.
Let's say I'm thinking about getting married soon, thinking about getting divorced soon, one or the other. Why does that matter, and do I need to tell you about that?
Both of them, actually. For the marriage thing, that can bring opportunity, actually. If your spouse has good income, good credit.
Good credit score, yeah.
Yeah, that can help, and it gives you more buying power and a better rate. On the other side, if it's divorce, there's alimony, child support, unfortunately.
Changes the
marital assets, so that stuff needs to be approached up front.
Not something you want to talk about, but unfortunately you do.
You do.
Let's say somebody is going to give you a deposit for your home, a down payment, which is great. It's a gift, but you can't just bring money out of the blue into your checking account. It doesn't work that way.
Right. Cash on hand, that doesn't work. You also want to prove any kind of a down payment that you have. We got to show whether it's in the bank account or not. Now, one of those big ones is gifts from family members. That's allowed. We just have to document it. The donor has to show where the money came from to the borrower, and also we want to make sure that that's clear, that it doesn't have to be paid back, that it's actually a gift.
So you $15,000, is that the maximum, 15 grand run tax? Something like that.
That's a question for your CPA.
Yeah, $10,000 or $15,000, whatever it is good for you.
Right.
You also need all your debts, all your assets need to be listed up for this, right?
That's correct. We want to know everything you got. Not necessarily is everything going to report on your credit report, such as say you buy land or a lot from somebody that has, you're buying it privately with a promissory note. It might be recorded at the courthouse, but not necessarily are they going to report to your credit report. Right. We don't want that to show up in title.
The day before.
The day before.
Because it happens.
Or even a couple days before. Happens all the time.
It happens all the time, and you lose your house. Last thing, please listen to this. When you go in the store and you're buying clothes, and they're like, "Hey, would you like to open a credit card and save 10%?" And you're thinking about buying a home, what do you say to that?
No.
No.
Absolutely no.
Scream no.
If you are going to buy a house, do not apply for anything but a mortgage at that point in time. Happened to me a month ago. 10% off at a local sports store.
Right.
He took it. We just have to jump through a few hoops to show it. But if you're on the edge, debt to income wise, that could cause a problem.
It can lose it. You can lose your APR, you can lose your everything.
Absolutely.
Just for saving $5 at the store for saving 10%.
Correct.
No open credit lines anytime if you are thinking about buying a home. We appreciate it. For more information, how can they get a hold of you guys?
You can call us at 219-9100. We're available at blrmortgage.com, Facebook, Twitter, all the usual suspects.
Always there for you. Appreciate it. It's always good to see you, and we're back in 2 minutes.